Oh, can it be summer again? I'm too cold. Hey everyone, it's Barry. Happy Lunar New Year. A little bit late, but that's kind of just how my upload schedule went. Today we're cracking open this Stillman and Byrne beta series sketchbook I bought about a year ago and haven't used yet. Bad habit of mine. But what better way to start a sketchbook than drawing for the new year? I've been seeing tons of beautiful Year of the Tiger art on social media, and it inspired me to make something of my own. Spoiler alert, it does not come out how I want it to, really at all, but we can't always have successes, right? Sharing failures is important too. I had this idea for a pose for a girl that I thought was going to be this cute and kind of mysterious cyberpunk tiger woman, and as I was sketching it, it seemed like it might turn out alright, until I started running out of room at the top of the page. For the sketch, I'm using these neon-colored pencils I found by Sargent Art. I'm using this as the undersketch just in case some of the sketch peeks through the final drawing. I wanted whatever showed through to still feel cohesive with the vibrancy of the drawing, so I didn't want to use something dull and gray like graphite. These colored pencils actually glow under UV blacklight, so I think we could get some really neat effects with them. They're surprisingly well erasable, about on par with the Colorase pencils from Prismacolor. Let me know if you would like me to use these for a full video. I think it would be an interesting challenge. Someone in the comments recommended a I use only neon art supplies challenge, and oh boy, do these fit right in. I wanted to use Posca pens for the whole painting portion, but I've got a pretty limited selection of those markers. I really want to pick up some more at some point. So I also grabbed a few of my Turner Acryl Gouache tubes in pastel orange and poppy red to keep with the current color scheme for Year of the Tiger. The mattifying effects of acryl gouache go really well with Posca pens. They're both matte acrylics, so they have the same texture when they're dried. And this is where all sorts of things start to go wrong. It's difficult to paint over a sketch with opaque mediums, since you start to lose your sketch in the process. What I should have done is take a photo of my sketch so I don't lose it, but instead I sort of had to guess where my sketch used to be and redraw the details from memory. Which, if you know anything about me, is probably a bad idea. In that process, some of the expression turned from mysterious to a more mischievous grin, and the hand got a little messed up. I did take some photo references of myself to get portions of the pose, because references are important and useful. I don't tend to draw a lot of smiling subjects. Frankly, I'd like to get better at expressions in general, but because of my photo reference, I was able to see the shape of the mouth was incorrect for the pose that I wanted, and I was able to correct that. The photo reference was also pretty useful for the hand, until I forgot to keep referencing it while I was painting. I've been debating releasing some of my reference photos. Honestly, it's a little embarrassing to think about putting my dumb facial expressions on the internet for people to download, but let me know if you're like, yes please, that would be so useful, and I can pop them up somewhere either on Patreon or my Discord server. Speaking of, if you're not on my Discord, hop over there for a channel full of free downloadable resources from me, including digital sticker packs, printable planner stickers, a thread full of body diverse anatomy references, paper and ink textures, and my full Pinterest board full of inspiration, as well as a huge library of artistic resources submitted by community members and channels to share your own work and gain feedback. All of that is over at my Discord, but the link will be in the description. For the first impression of this sketchbook, I really like it. The page warped a little bit from the paint, but it took both the acrylic paint and the Posca markers really well. Posca markers especially are notorious for tearing bits of paper up as you draw, especially when you're filling in large areas. But this paper took it like a champ. Even though this drawing didn't turn out as intended, I am proud of how the headphones came out. The line work created a nice texture on the ear pads, and I was able to convey a real sense of 3D form, which honestly I struggle with most of the time, especially with inorganic or man-made objects. I don't know what it is about technology in general that I'm awful at drawing. I'm trying really hard to get better at it, but if it's got lines, if it's got straight lines, Or inorganic curves? Can't do it. I think it's just because my hands are so shaky, I'm much more adept to drawing organic shapes. Like the petals of a flower that kind of have weird ruffly edges. But anyway, this was really good practice for drawing technology since I was able to grab my own pair of headphones and use those as a real-life reference. I think if something isn't going your way, celebrating small wins like this is important. So in that vein, what's a small or even a big win that you've experienced recently? Let's celebrate together in the comments. Also, if you've enjoyed this video so far, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so that you don't miss future videos. It really helps the channel and I appreciate it so much. In the end, I think I was able to appreciate this piece for what it is instead of lamenting the loss of what I thought it was supposed to be. Whatever happened that turned my cute Ear of the Tiger idea into a cursed Wendy's gamer girl, it's kind of grown on me. 10 out of 10 Gremlin, she absolutely stole your Cheetos. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, take care.